Nice sunshot. Anyway, just some B-roll footage. That's Union Station. I'm walking down Jackson Street towards the customer service office. I laughed because the guy had a street sign in his hand. He was carrying it, and I was going to make a joke about taking it to the streets or taking over the streets, something like that. Okay, it's just a camera. I'm about to audit the Metro customer service station. Not this one, although I might come over here and do this one also, but probably not. I'll explain why later, but anyway. For some reason, I expect this to either be very, very slow and uneventful, or to just be a massive snowflake meltdown, snowpocalypse. We'll see. I want to go around and get the front of the building first before I go in. Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel just a little bit apprehensive about this one. Like I said, I don't really know why. And, I'm hoping it's just like pre-audit jitters and not like a premonition type thing. We'll see. So this is 201 King Street Center, and they have different offices in here. I think the customer service though is around the corner. Actually, gonna check out the directory here real quick. This might be a good one to do. Jeez, that's a lot of bus routes. I don't have time to film all these bus routes.
No, I just go somewhere else. Because the challenge is. Okay. I have some money to do. I'd like to get it. So, no, I haven't heard anything like yeah. Yeah.
camera versus camera. See, that's what I mean about the jitters on the selfie stick. Although last time I commented about that when I was looking at the video, it actually didn't seem to be an issue. So maybe it's just in my head, or it feels like it's not super steady. It's just weird the way it's designed. You got to hold it in your hand, but it's a real thin stick. So it's like imagine balancing a ham on a cigarette. That's not going to go down too well. Now I got to ask a question about lost and found. Too fast. Too fast, too furious. Hello. I'm recording, I'm documenting my experience here. I want to know if the lost and found is a hard 14 days, like a strict 14 days, or is there a chance that something would still be here?
We're not the lost and found.
Oh.
Lost and found is through that door.
Oh, it's a whole different area. Okay.
Yeah. Go left past the elevators
Okay.
and then left.
Left and then left. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Oh, that's was one of the two. Left and then left. Uh-huh. Unless it ends up being like the Terminal 66, where one area was totally boring and the other area was just like ridiculous. But I don't think so. I don't know. I just have a feeling it's not going to be. More payphones. Keep seeing those things popping up again. Papadopoulos. Oh, this is just a tiny office. Jeez. Oh, they're gone. Okay. No public restrooms. Yeah, obviously. And they'll come back at 3:30. And it's 3:25, so 5 minutes.
7 more minutes, maybe we don't have.
Yeah, it said from 2 to 4:30. That's weird. I don't know. I guess
Maybe they're taking a break.
Yeah, it could be a late lunch. I just wish they wouldn't put 2 to 4:30, because then you'd plan around that.
Where's the man? I think they got what I got.
I'm gonna wait for that guy to take care of his business, because if it's lost and found, realistically, you're gonna have to give all your information out. So I'll just wait, and then I'll go in and record myself asking. I lost an odometer on my bike. Just a little screen clipped off, fell somewhere. So I want to see if they still have it. It says 14 days. This has probably been. I mean, I could be wrong. Time actually doesn't go as fast as we think sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, that was like 3 months ago, and it turns out it's like 2 weeks ago. So I'll just ask the question, and then that'll be the end of the video. Oops, nope, didn't mean to do that one.
I hope so, because that's a lot of fun.
Did I get this already? I think I did. Green Building Council. Oh, wonderful. You know what that means. Jeez. Like a huge taco shell bowl.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
Yes?
What's the problem?
I didn't say there's a problem.
Okay, is there a reason why you're filming?
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason? Excuse me, sir. Is there a
I can
reason?
hear you.
Is there a reason?
I answered your question already.
Is there a reason why you're
Do you
filming?
have permission to do that
Mm-hmm.
from the county? Written permission?
Do I need to have that?
I believe so, especially if you're going to be coming.
You sure about that?
Videotaping folks.
You 100% sure about that?
So we're just trying to find out why you're filming.
Can I ask why you're so close to me right now?
Well, you have an object that can be violent. So I'm trying to find out.
You just said I was filming, so apparently you know that it's a camera.
Yeah, but that's a stick.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a reason why you're filming?
Am I using it in any manner that's threatening to you?
I'm just asking you. Is there a reason?
Can you answer
why
my
you're
question?
filming? You haven't answered mine yet, sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Is there a reason why you're filming?
What's your name and badge number?
Do you
Griffin.
have written documentation to be able
What's
to
your name and
film it?
badge number?
Do you have written documentation?
What's your name and badge number? I won't
be
talk to
here?
you unless you identify yourself.
No.
Are you public officers or are you wearing costumes?
I've just.
Can you please identify yourself?
I've just identified myself.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Roll your film back.
Sir, what's your name and badge number?
Do you have written authorization to be in this?
What's your name and badge number, please?
Film.
Tell it to one of the base. I've already given you.
Am I being detained right now?
No, you can leave any time you want
Okay, if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. You have a nice day.
I didn't ask you to
You
leave.
have a nice day, sir.
I didn't ask you to leave.
Sir, you have a nice day.
You have
okay?
a nice day too, but
Thank you.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
You have a nice day. You said I'm not detained, so I'm stepping away from you. Thanks. Please stay out of my personal space.
Is there a reason? You're on county property, sir, so I can be anywhere I want to. So is there a reason why? Excuse me. Can you get this out of my face?
Uh-oh. Please don't touch my property, sir.
So is
That's assault.
no assault?
Yes, it is.
Assault is on a
This is an
person.
extension of my body.
No, it's not.
It's an extension of my
So is
person.
there a reason why you're filming?
You said I'm not detained.
I did not.
Okay,
say
so
you
have a
were
nice
detained.
day. I don't have to talk to you, sir. You still haven't identified yourself, by the way.
You can roll your film back. It'll say
SPD.
Do we need to get Major Jatila involved in this?
Major who?
Jatila?
Who is that?
Who do you think it is? Do we need to get Captain Marinko involved in this? What about Captain Butchley?
Is there a reason why you're filming?
Can you please identify yourself?
I've identified myself.
You have
already.
not.
When you roll your film back, you'll hear it.
You guys have a good day.
Is there a reason why you're filming?
CALDWELL. Teresa, THERESA.
Okay.
No.
Oh, God.
This officer that didn't identify himself was the one that got me into the corner there, trying to prevent my movement. Be nice now. Tell him how handsome I am. He's very handsome.
Lights.
He's very handsome. I think they're jealous.
Oh, he got it.
No, he didn't. All he heard was me yelling how handsome I am. You have no idea. You're going to be such a YouTube star.
For what? Asking why you're here.
Okay.
Oh, you know you did more than that.
What did I do?
Don't worry, your boss is going to see this.
Yeah.
The whole
no,
world's
I
going to
got
see it.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Amen.
They found your property?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
Good. Good to hear.
Got the chills. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mine's not as important as yours, but I'm glad you found yours.
So the gold bullion.
Name and badge number?
Everything worded in this, but.
Name and badge number?
I am so happy. Thank you.
No, another unprofessional officer. Name and badge number,
I've
please.
given you my name. I don't have.
Name and badge number, please.
I've given you my
This
name.
gentleman.
Name and badge number,
I don't have a
please.
badge number.
What's your name?
I've given you my name.
What's your name?
August 4th?
You know you work for the people, right?
I do.
So I'm your boss. You ever heard of the show Undercover Boss?
Nope.
You haven't, huh? You might want to check it out.
No.
Pretty interesting.
I don't watch reality TV.
Okay. You might want to take a little lesson from the cops when they get here. They're going to identify themselves by name and badge number because they're professional. At least I hope so.
Well, I mean, if you roll your tape back, you'll hear me tell you.
Well, first of all, it's not tape. It's electronic. It's digital.
Tape, digital, DVR, whatever you want to call it.
What's your name and badge number, please?
I've given you my name.
What's your name?
I've given it to you already.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have. So is there a reason why you're filming?
Okay.
I'll answer your questions when you give me your name.
So
I've
much.
given you my name.
You were backing me into a corner, sir. There's no way I can remember what your name was.
Okay.
You were trying to get me to physically react so you could take me down while your partner was putting his kick the shit out of this guy gloves on. It's all on film, and it all may be in court. So please state your name for the record.
I've given you my name.
Okay.
Do you have written authorization to be filming inside of the King County building?
Did you wait for me to answer before you called the police? And what did you tell them that I'm doing exactly?
We've answered several times.
Okay. So I didn't answer a question? That's what you told the police? We have someone here not answering our questions? What law does that violate?
You're walking around filming.
Is that illegal?
You're walking around filming.
And it almost sounds like you're about to say this day and age. Don't even start with that crap.
So you don't even want to let.
So what is illegal about filming?
I didn't say it was illegal.
Then why'd you call the police?
Sir.
What is the reason we gave to the police, sir? Can I know that? What did we tell them?
Because you won't answer our questions.
Oh, so you said, hey, I got 911, I got someone here not answering my questions. Can you please hurry up and send 10 officers
So maybe-
with guns?
Maybe you'll answer their question.
Oh, so in other words, you want to use intimidation to get me to answer a question.
No, we want you to.
Why do
answer
you
the
call the
question.
police for someone not answering a question? Am I obliged to speak to you, sir?
You're inside
Am
the
I
building.
obliged to speak to you,
You're
sir?
inside the building.
Am I obliged
You're
to speak to
inside
you?
the
Why don't you
building
answer my question?
Because you
It's yes or
are
no.
not answering
Yes
any
or
of my
no,
questions.
and then I'll answer one of your
You
questions.
won't allow me to finish
Am I
any of my
obliged to
statements.
answer your questions?
You won't
Am
allow-
I obliged to answer his questions?
You won't allow
Am
me-
I obliged to
Lower
answer
your
his
voice.
questions?
Lower your voice.
Am I obliged to answer his
Lower
questions?
Your voice, sir.
Am I,
Lower
look
your
how you
voice.
guys don't want to answer me, but you call the police on me for not answering you. Why don't I call 911 and say you're not answering my questions?
You are more than
How about that?
You're more than welcome.
Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not a fucking pussy. You don't call the cops for shit like that. Tell me what law I've broken. Tell me if I'm obligated to answer your questions.
Are you going to let me answer it?
I'm listening.
Are you going to let
The whole
me-
world's listening. Go
Are you
ahead.
going to let me answer it without you interrupting?
Yeah,
like
sure.
You've been doing?
Go ahead.
Okay. You
Do you remember all the questions?
Again, you're interrupting me, so I'll wait until you're ready for me to answer the question.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to restate the questions again. Am I obligated to speak to you? And is recording in a public building illegal? And am I being detained? And what is your badge number and your name? Those are my questions. Go ahead.
So, what I was going to tell you before you interrupted me is that you were walking around, you were filming. It didn't look right. You were going into different areas. We came to find out what was going on, if everything was okay. And you began with this, I don't have to answer questions. Am I being detained? which we didn't say you were being detained. In this day and age and stuff, with people walking around and encasing buildings, anything could have been done. You could have been looking for a new film site for a movie, which you have to go through proper channels to talk to the right people to get that permission.
You done?
They got another long piece of signs here.
I'm sorry.
You done?
No.
We got one out there, right?
It's 2860.
You done?
Are you looking for somebody to
Yeah,
take over?
yeah.
Oh, you're an access?
No. I'm looking for somebody. So me to be edge.
Oh, it's probably out there.
In the lobby.
Probably, yes, yeah.
Who are you looking for?
So go ahead and fill in these 4 things for me.
Oh, you're waiting on Steve.
I guess that was his answer then, okay. Didn't answer my question.
Still filming. Oh, he's on the move.
Go on, I told him that he followed
You think he's telling him how he backed me into a corner? You know that's considered an arrest, right? When you prevent someone's movement, that's considered an arrest. Yeah, you know that. That's why you're not answering. Now you guys are the ones staying silent for some reason. You had a whole lot of talking to do a few minutes ago. Now we're just quiet as a mouse, aren't we, Horn? You were flapping your jaw a little bit ago. Can't help but notice you're a lot more quiet right now. You're not barking as many orders as you used to be.
There's one thing for sure.
Here comes the backpedaling.
No, ain't no backpedaling. I'm saying, here's one thing for sure. You're not gonna hurt nobody.
What did you tell the police? Why did you call the police on
You
me?
can ask them when they get here.
Why'd you call the police? Griffin, there it is. I finally saw his name. He's been trying to cover it up this whole time.
I hold my vest, I hold my vest, I always hold my vest.
Notice how you're not barking commands right now anymore. What happened?
What
You were asking a lot of questions and barking a lot of commands a little while ago.
I still answer the same question.
You never answered my question once.
I'm still
Am I
asking-
obligated to talk to you? You never answered that one.
I'm still asking you the same question. Why are you?
Am I obligated to talk to you? And what is illegal about filming?
I'm just-
Do you want to answer those questions?
asking-
And
I-
why did
I
you
told
arrest
you
me?
why.
I'd like to also know
No
why
one
you arrested me.
arrested
Sir, when you prevent someone's physical movement, that's an arrest. I could not get out of that corner. And I have witnesses, okay? I'm going to get the witnesses' contact information. That's an illegal arrest, sir. That's an illegal arrest. Only because I asked that question, you weren't going to tell me. You were happy just pushing me into a corner. That's all on camera anyway. We'll just get the camera evidence. So Officer Horn is still stalking me. Harassment and stalking. and Officer Griffin illegally arrested me, pushed me into a corner, would not let me move. That's prohibiting someone's free movement. It's a civil rights violation, and it's felonious assault, and it is illegal arrest, and it's unlawful detainment, and it's false imprisonment. All punishable by 2 to 10 years in federal prison, depending on what jurisdiction takes the case. This video will be forwarded to the King County Prosecutor's Office, to the City Attorney, to the District Attorney, to the Seattle Police Department, and last but not least, to both of their supervisors and whatever company or agency that they work for. This is what happens when you come into a public building, publicly accessible to the public, and you record. Security officers push you into a corner, get in your face, bark orders, and illegally arrest you. Some of those are felonies. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I lost a. It's a little screen for a for an odometer for a bike, a speedometer.
Speedometer?
The company is Rise Up. That's who makes it.
Okay. When did you lose it?
It's probably been more than 14 days. So.
Okay. Well, let me see if I have anything that came in under bike accessories.
Oh, that'd be good. Thank you.
Sure. Flashing light.
You know, he's filming you.
Yeah, she knows that. She understands the law, unlike
I'm
you
not talking to
morons.
sir.
Fredo and Fredo, Officer
Oh,
Fredo.
there you go. I heard it.
Oh, you know about that one, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
do.
All right. All right.
Yeah, yeah. That's
What's that?
I said I prefer not to.
Okay, well, I'll take that into consideration, but you do work with the public and for the public.
I know that, but I'm just telling you my preference.
Well, I appreciate the way you asked, so I'll consider blurring out your face. I do have to keep most of this recorded because the security officer pushed me into a corner and arrested me illegally.
I haven't had anything come in. What bus was it on?
It was actually the light rail train. Is that a different lost and found, or is it?
No, it
Okay,
was
okay,
only
yeah.
here. It just gives me.
It's just a little small square screen.
Yeah. Oh, that's I'm not seeing anything.
Okay.
But yeah, we
It's so small it might have realistically just been kicked off the train or maybe thrown away, and that's okay.
Someone grabbed it and they thought it was cool.
I appreciate you, and yeah, I got you. Thank you. Where are the cops? I thought you guys ordered them code 3, man. Man with a camera. That's some dangerous shit right there. You guys left your station unattended, by the way. There's maybe somebody needs help here. So no one's here at this station. They're following a law-abiding citizen around who's recording. You guys ever heard of the Constitution of the United States of America? It's AKA the supreme law of the land. Have you heard of that, Horn? Constitution? Griffin? No comment? No, you're blocking people's way. I'm here, you're standing there. Now they're going around your big body. See that? There it is. They're having to walk around him. Okay, perfect. So anyway, the Constitution of the United States, First Amendment. Are you familiar with it?
You sound like you're very familiar with it. Why don't you go ahead and recite it?
Okay, the First Amendment grants us the right to free speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and freedom to address your government for grievances. This is a public building. I'm exercising a First Amendment protected activity. That means if you impede my exercising of that right and that activity, you are violating my civil rights. Okay? That could either result in criminal or civil penalties for you, Mr. Griffin, who pushed me into a corner and restricted my movement. It's all on film, don't worry. You can argue to the judge. Don't argue to me because you're just going to fuck up your case.